Good morning, friends. I am Suraj Agrawal, and you are watching your favorite YouTube channel, Gardening is My Passion. In today's episode, I'll be telling you all about the chemical fertilizers that we use in our gardening or agricultural fields, and what are the chemical, what are their nature, and how much you should use, what you should not use. All the things I am determining here, telling you everything. Just keep on watching the total video. I am telling you the pros and cons of every kind of chemical fertilizer that you use. Usually use the organic fertilizer, that is vermicompost, compost, cow dung compost, but sometimes for the proper growth and for the fast growth of plants we need some chemical fertilizer that I am discussing today. Just watch the entire video. The first thing we use for the chemicals the plants usually uptake: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. These three things, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, are the main ingredient that plant uptake for the major nutrients. So you must have some, and besides it, they need some micronutrients also. It includes boron, zinc, manganese, iron, copper, molybdenum, and chlorine. And besides, they also need calcium, zinc, boron, magnesium. These kinds of micronutrients they also need. And here I am discussing the first thing. We use the urea. The agriculture fields mostly they use urea. The chemical formula you can see in the screen. This mainly contains the nitrogen. This contains 46% of nitrogen. So the agricultural feed they mostly use, they are used mostly for the foliage growth of plants. If you need the foliage growth, this contains 46% nitrogen, 0% phosphorus, and 0% potash. And excess use, they if you use in excess amount, they can burn your leaves, but in small amount they can foliage growth, huge foliage growth. For you can use urea, but little bit around 8 to 10 granules per pot will be enough for growing of your pots. If you want, you can dissolve it in water and then you can spray. One thing is that the problem is from the urea they form the ammonium, and the roots, they in the seedling root, the ammonium may damage your seedling root. So usually in gardening we don't use urea much, but if you at all need for a huge foliage growth, then you can use a little bit of urea. Second thing is the DAP. This is the mostly used chemical fertilizer. This contains ammonium and phosphate. They are mostly made from the rock phosphate with the phosphoric acid reaction industrial. They also have lots of industrial uses also. This NPK content is 18-46-0, that is 18% nitrogen, 46% phosphorus. So they contains lots of phosphorus. Nitrogen they contains the foliar growth, and the phosphorus is for the root growth and the overall plants growth the huge, and along with they for the flowering and all the conditions of plant, the phosphate is very useful. So this is the very useful. I am telling you around 10 to 12 granules per pot, and at the sides of the pot don't apply and the sides of the root, because the root may damage. So you have to at the corner of the pots and just till the lands and cover with the soil, and this is the proper use. And once in 15 months is enough for using, but this is not very good soluble in water. They slightly dissolves in water, but if you want to dissolve in water and apply, you have to dissolve it for around it takes 48 hours for dissolving in water, then you can apply. Else what you use it in granular form, we apply in every plants. So this is third thing I am telling you. This is the potassium, and this is the MOP, muriate of potash. This comes also in the form of sulfate of potash. The NPK content is 0, 0, 50. That is the nitrogen and phosphorus is 0, and 50 is the potassium. So this is the resource of any kind of flowering and fruiting. The potash is must, and if your plants are not flowering properly, you can apply half teaspoonful of this potash, muriate of potash or sulfate of potash in around the corner of this pot, and apply it once in 15 days, and all the plants will be proper flowering. And if the fruits are not developing properly, the fruits will develop, and their seeds also, the granule seeds also develop very nicely. So if you have to apply, this is also, this dissolves easily in water. You can dissolve in water, you can spray also, or you can apply in diluted form. The fourth one is Sufola NPK. The NPK content here is 10, 26, 26. It is also very cheap, around 40 rupees kilo. But if you buy around one packet of 100-gram packet of around 5 to 10 rupees, that will be enough. And sprinkle around 12 to 15 granules per pot in once in 15 days, and their overall plants growth, maybe it flowering, fruiting, everything will be very, very nice. The fifth thing is SSP, single super phosphate. This is also very, very good. This is rich source of phosphate, and they are usually grown for the transplanting of plant, for proper rooting of the plants. If in the cutting transplantation of cutting, you can just apply 1 teaspoonful in one pot of soil and just mix it, and all the plants will take beautiful roots, and the plants will be very, very healthy. So this is very cheap also. And the sixth one is NPK. NPK 19 19 19 or 20 20 20. It is very, very nicely soluble in water and dissolves easily dissolves in water instantly, and you can use it as foliar spray. Just see, it is instantly, it dissolves in water, and this you can apply in foliar spray in every kind of flowering plant, fruiting plant, vegetable plant, every kind of plant. You can apply this fertilizer, very, very nice fertilizer. This is the balanced nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium fertilizer, and this the plant's leaves easily uptakes, easily absorbs in, and very, very nicely. So you can apply this one. And besides this, you have to apply some other fertilizer also, especially the micronutrients. I'll be telling you some of the micronutrients names also. They are also available in the market in different forms. Now I tell you the micronutrients here. Some of the micronutrients, some in the Rexolin type brands or different types of brands are available. Here you can see the Rexolin zinc chelate. In zinc chelate, iron chelate, copper chelate, different types of chelated forms are available, and you can apply in a small amount in a one plant. Just dissolve it in water, and you can spray on the plants once in 15 days. All the micronutrients problem will be solved. Here you can see another Rexolin. This is the mixture of micronutrients. All the 7 or 8 types of micronutrients, maybe boron, zinc, manganese, iron, copper, molybdenum. Every kind of micronutrients are available here. Just mix around half teaspoonful of micronutrients in one soil of one pot soil here, and all the problem will be solved. Or micronutrients problem, yellowing of leaves problem, or any kind of problem. This micronutrients comes also in the form of liquid form. This is the liquid form micronutrients, around 2 ml per liter. Just mix it and spray it, or apply it on the plants, drench the plants, or you can apply directly on the soil also. This is also very nice. So these are all the chemical forms of fertilizer you can apply. If it is advisable to use all the organic products, maybe cow dung compost, vermi compost, or the mustard cake fertilizer, any kind of fertilizer, this kind of fertilizer is. But if you need the very, very fast growth of plants, you can apply these kinds of NPK or these kinds of DAP. They are best. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you at all like the video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, because I'm give you a lot of thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. So nice of you.